Welcome back, beautiful Libras. Thank you for joining me here today, guys. Thank you so much for your generosity to me. Guys, I get many emails from you guys, and I thank you deeply. It's very touching how generous you have been to me, to this channel, guys. And I know I do appreciate your generosity and all of your concern. Thank you for letting me know that these messages resonate with you. I get many, many emails, and guys, it really touches me. So, thank you very much. I simply cannot answer all the emails, but no, I read them all, and I deeply appreciate you, Libras. Thank you so very much for your kindness and your kind words, your generosity, your support, guys. It's nice to know that the messages, as like sometimes it doesn't resonate with you all, but it's resonating, for a lot of people that email me, and it, it just gives me the confidence that I need as a reader. So thank you for that, guys. Sometimes my messages, I'm like, is this too far out of whack or what? No, it's resonating, guys. So it may not be your messages that day or today, but it's somebody's. Thank you, Spirit, for those messages, and thank you for the Libra community. Thank you guys for supporting the channel by liking and commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Many of you send me emails saying that you have shared my messages through your social medias, through Facebook and such. Thank you very much for doing that, guys. It's deeply appreciated. I'm very blessed to have you. That's why you're bearing fruit. You're generous and you're kind and you're considerate and you're fair. It's like a burst of magic. Calling on the muse. Seeing beyond. Third eye chakra. Waking the lion. Back in your full power after a lot of thorny relationships or difficulties. You're bearing fruit. Oh. Uncharted seas, a power of purpose. It's all going to end with a harmony. There is going to be a tender embrace. You care deeply about the world. You do. You care deeply about your connections. You do care. That's why you Libras are sent here upon the earth to bring justice and balance to the earth. You care deeply about justice. You care about fairness and equality. And that's why you are so powerful at this time. You've taken your power back. You will bear fruit. And the things that you do, don't think that they were for naught, because you are bearing fruit. There is going to be a tender embrace here. It's like uncharted waters, uncharted seas, You're the leader of your own vessel, taking charge of your own path, your own direction, and having the compass. It may be uncharted waters, new territory that you're venturing into, but you have the compass. Transformation. Luminescence. The realm bridger. The portal keeper. This is you independent. This is you taking your power back. You bringing justice to things that were unfair. You have deep feelings, feeling the world. You can make others feel what you feel. Your energy inspires energy. Just be careful with what you invoke or inspire in others because it will come back to you. You will bear fruit if you have been fair, if you have inspired others in a positive way. That is what will come back to you. Earth. Feeling the world. You have a strong connection to Earth, making you a great at Earth magic. You're a pillar of strength with firm boundaries who demand respect in a very graceful manner. Self-love. You advocate a healthy lifestyle, taking good care of your body, your mind, your spirit, and teaching others to give love back to themselves. Fortunate. You have a pioneering spirit that can manifest abundance easily. All that you touch turns to gold. Luck seems to be on your side. So you know darned well that you have given out positive energy and known that you have had good intentions. You care deeply for the world and humanity in general, and it comes back to you. Past lives. Regal, seductive, and just a bit dangerous with Cleopatra energy. So strong that you intimidate your prey. A very strong connection to Egypt, and that's what I was getting with this portal keeper with this cat energy. Connections to Egypt. The Egyptians had these cats as like symbolic of protecting the portals. Like, I don't know how to phrase that. What role did the cat play in Egyptian mythology? The internet's slow here, guys. Just bear with it. It's all the fires.
According to National Geographic Kids, Egyptians believed cats were magical creatures, capable of bringing good luck to the people who housed them. To honor these treasured pets, wealthy families dressed them in jewels and fed them treats fit for royalty.
They used to mummify cats, and if you see in this card, the cat is decked out with jewels. They're a symbol of wealth. They're a symbol of royalty. They're a symbol of good luck. And that is what you have here. You have past lives connected to Egypt. You do. Cleopatra, fortunate, royal. You're a higher level soul with a mission to create transformations in people's minds so that their emotions can come back into balance. It says you can tease people in without them even knowing. You showcase your sexuality, but only if you get the chance to play with you, making you a master at teasing. You are very, Cleopatra is very beautiful. Cleopatra, but not many people get to touch this. This is royalty. This is connections to Cleopatra past lives. You come from a line of wealth or royalty, And that's why you're very compassionate about the world. And it's like you're being here, your higher level soul with a mission to create transformation in people's minds so that their emotions can come into balance. Hence the air sign. Third eye chakra. Seeing beyond. Third eye chakra. This is divine intelligence. This is mind power. A lot of things to do with the mind, changing people's minds. Okay? You could be a heartbreaker. You easily inspire romantic feelings in others because of your kind and sweet approach, making you a heartbreaker because not everybody gets to touch what they see. You know what I'm saying? Invoking change. You may have a good, alluring sense of humor, but not everybody gets to touch this. Okay? Look. Awakening. There is going to be a you're alluring. It's what you are. There's going to be a tender embrace. This is temptation. You're here to bring people into balance, their minds into balance. You are. This is karmic justice. This is seduction. You're very alluring, very attractive. But not everybody gets to touch this. This is royalty. This is, yeah. I mean, you are a leader. And there's the cat. Connection to Egypt. The portal keeper. Not everybody gets to touch this. Just because you look hot and just because people find you alluring, that's Cleopatra energy. So people could jump to conclusions about you. They could. They could jump to conclusions because you are hot here or have this sexy demeanor about you. Doesn't mean that you're a hoe. Doesn't mean that you get to touch this. This is a line of royalty. This is a line of, you're born this way. You're in charge. You're powerful. So people get jealous and envious of you. They could call you a heartbreaker, could call you a tease because you're alluring. And just because you're sexy or you're alluring does not mean that you're no ho. And then they get angry. Get angry at you. Because you're into the mind. Your mind is what's attractive. Not saying your body isn't, but it is your mind. You're here to change the minds of people. This is a spiritual connection. This could be a portal keeper. This is a bloodline of royalty connected to Egypt. High priestess energy. Royal bloodline. So somebody looks at you like you're something to toy with, or something, you're a tease. They could call you a teaser, a sexual tease. That's a flirt. That's a flirt. Someone could be calling you flirtatious, or a enticer, or a tease. You cannot help how God made you. I mean, if God made you hot, God made you hot. If God made you sexy, God made you sexy. If it's just an equality about you, a lot of people jump to conclusions. They see somebody who is sexy and hot, but man, it's your intellect that high priestess, don't give it up to nobody unless it's somebody they are very connected to. So somebody is jumping to conclusions here, thinking that somebody is a hoe when they're no hoe. This person is like, oh, they're a tease, they're a tease. You know what I mean? They're a flirt. It's because they don't like competition. It's because they don't want anybody else touching this. You know what I mean? So somebody gets very controlling here, wants to control. Wants the control. They do. This is someone who works very hard. And a lot of people don't trust you because they think that you're going to hurt them. Interesting. That's what a lot of people think. But you love. You're Gaia. You're nurturing. You're affectionate. You love. This is the attracted to people's minds and trying to change the mindsets of people. This person don't trust you because you're hot. Jumping to conclusions. Oh, you're a tease. But not everybody gets to come around, and this person might think, oh, I'm going to have to beat people off. I'm going to have to fight too hard. It's too much competition. This person's hot too. King and Queen of Wands are hot people. They're fire. The and this person is thinking they want to keep you all to themselves. Want to they get jealous easy and they want to beat off other people thinking you're a tease, and you're no tease. You're just alluring. So they get all worried and they get all depressed, because you're hot. They don't like it. Their family might think, oh, you're just a tease, or you're going to end up breaking this person's heart. You're going to end up betraying them. But you're the portal keeper. You're sent from the afterlife to change the minds of people. Why can't you be sexy? Just because you're sexy doesn't mean you're a hoe, masculine or feminine. Just because you have an alluring presence about you, is this changing people's mindsets? This person's family was thinking that was judging you. Trying to emotionally manipulate. Yet you made this person happy. Mindset, negative mindset. Yet you're the Midas star, bearing fruit. See? It's a negative mindset. Oh, they're going to betray me. Either this person was thinking that or their family was thinking that. Because, look, the Empress ain't... Look, they're not showing. They don't even expose their freaking body, man. Give me a break. In all these cards, they're not showing off here. It's just a royalty. Like the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, the High Priestess is just, they're alluring. They're attractive. They're very attractive. It don't mean that they're giving it up. You know what I mean? Always freaking watching people. What's going on? Like, man, give me a break. Oh, come on. So now they regret not making the offer. They regret not presenting you an offer. They might regret jumping to these conclusions about you. Oh, you're hot. You're royalty. You think you're so good. You think you're better than me. Maybe their family thought this. Maybe they were thinking that. It's their own negative mindset. Just because somebody's sexy and hot and alluring, and people flirt with you doesn't mean you flirted back. So this person's got some hang up here. Like, they could have been accusing you of being a tease, or accusing you of being a flirt, or accusing you of being flirtatious, or something like that. Like, just in it for fun, or something like that. You know what I mean? Because you're hot, because you're sexy, but you're also a high priestess empress who's very dedicated, loyal, and genuine and sincere. And, by the way, fully clothed. You have a good sense of humor. You make people laugh. You make people enjoy being around you. Maybe you crack good jokes and people are attracted to your jokes. But somebody else is jumping to the conclusion here that you're some kind of hoe, that you might be loose, that you might be easy, or something like that. I mean, my God. No, this is someone of royal bloodline, a portal keeper. This is royalty. This is wealth. This is bearing fruit, bearing good fruits. No, somebody's like made up their mind. Oh, they're a cheater. No, they'll end up betraying me. They're going to end up cheating on me. No, they're too hot. They're a tease. They're a flirt. Too many people. They get too much attention. They'll end up betraying me. This is self-sabotage because of their own insecurities. That's an insecure mind. And although you may have been trying to change the mindsets of people, other people still call you down, say, oh, they're a cheater. They'll cheat on me. This is forming conclusions. Just because you look sexy, or just because you look, it's your energy. Like I said, the Queen of Wands, you can see a toe. You know what I mean? You can see a toe. They are fully clothed, fully cloaked in all these pictures. Even when they walked away, my God. You know, this person might wear gumboots and like be fully clothed all the time. What the hell? You took your power back. You're a very powerful bloodline here. Not gonna like just give it up to anybody. So they may come along and flirt with you, and because you're not interested or you don't notice their flirtatious way, you know what I mean? You don't. Come on now. You didn't even notice these people that were flirting with you. Come on now. This feminine didn't even notice that masculine energies were flirting. They can't help if other masculines flirt with them, but they weren't interested. They weren't even noticing. They didn't even notice people were flirting with them. They're a starseed. So then this person gets all arrogant, like, you know what I mean? Refused the offer. Started to ignore you. What? They might have started lowering your self-esteem to make your body image look bad, or that you have a what? Are you kidding me? You could have said, how arrogant are you? Stop being so arrogant. Like you could have said, stop being so arrogant. Stop being so rude. You made you're calling somebody out. You're saying, stop being so arrogant. Stop being so rude. I'm committed. I mean, I can't help that people flirt with me. You're not even looking at these flirtatious energies. You're not even interested. Just because I'm sexy or just because I look a certain way doesn't mean I'm a hoe or a SLUT. This is somebody who's very dedicated, and this person rejected you, yet you're an earth angel. Not saying other people didn't make you offers. Maybe you've received a lot of offers from people and rejected them. Oh, I'm committed. I'm sorry, I'm not interested. This person's getting in a huff. That's why they ended things. Called you a heartbreaker. Oh, they get so much attention. They get so much attention. They're a heartbreaker. They'll end up breaking your heart. They're that attractive. They're too popular. They're too this. They're too that. What the hell? That's right. Oh my God. So you know how people are and they judge. They judge you by your looks. They judge you by your status. They judge you by your wealth. They judge you by this. They judge you by that. They judge you by the other thing. People who are judgmental are going to judge. It don't matter if you wear a pair of shorts or you wear a pair of pajamas and you're fully clothed up to your neck and over your head. They'll still be like, oh, were you flirting? Who are you flirting with? What'd you do? Who are you talking to? This is what this person is like. It is your attractiveness. It's your confidence. It's your strength. What about being attracted to that? I'm loyal. I'm faithful. I'm strong. I'm independent. I'm grounded. I mean, look, man. I'm High Priestess. Look, even the Queen of Wands is like showing a toe. They have connections to Egypt. They do. And people are like even judging you that on your spirituality. Oh, they've had a black cat. They're a witch. Oh, they're a high priestess. They got to be a witch. Oh, they're this. They got to be that. Oh, judge, judge, judge. A lot of people got a lot of things to say about other people. Very critical, very judgmental, presumptuous. So, presuming. That's what ended this relationship. Presuming, assumption, and presumption. Assuming. Blessed. You're a star seed. Come on. An angel. Sent here on a mission to change the mindsets of people. This is critical thinking. This is judgments. People being judgmental, people harassing people, people starting drama, people making false accusations and rumors and innuendos about people who is. They're no ho here. There ain't no ho here. Just because they're passionate about what they do. Look, they didn't even notice. Like when this person's in a connection, they do not notice other people flirting. Look, Queen of Wands does not even notice people flirting, flirtatious. They don't even see it. They're looking at their star. They're looking at their relationship. They are not looking at this Casanova energy, looking at this person who is obviously flirting, right? So people are saying, oh, yeah, the Empress, the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, because I don't care who you are, you're attractive. Very good looking and attractive human being. Most starseeds are. You know what I mean? They have whether it's their mind, their bodies, their looks, their demeanor, it's just an attractive energy. People are attracted to that light. And someone is forming conclusions. Oh, yeah. Well, they're picking on you. They're picking on you. They're picking on you. They are. They're a heartbreaker. They're going to break your heart. You better look for another option. Who? Oh, hang on. Cleopatra was with Mark Antony. Wasn't Cleopatra with Mark Antony? Who was Cleopatra in love with?
Mark Antony.
Yeah.
According to National Geographic, a Roman general and an Egyptian queen, Mark Antony and Cleopatra flaunted their scandalous love affair while challenging the power of Rome. In 42 BC, Rome's three most powerful men carved up the Republic among them.
Who is Cleopatra's nemesis?
According to Crossword Genius, Cleopatra's nemesis.
Other definitions for asp I've seen before include snake of the Nile, Cleopatra's poisoner, the creeper, snake found in spa, small poisonous snakes. Who killed Cleopatra?
According to Wikipedia,
Asp.
according to popular belief, Cleopatra killed herself by allowing an asp to bite her. But for the Roman-era writers Strabo, Plutarch, and Cassius Dio, Cleopatra poisoned herself using either a toxic ointment or by introducing the poison with a sharp implement such as a hairpin.
They both took their own lives. In about 31 BC, about 900 ships clashed the Battle of Actium. It was closely fought engagement, but when Cleopatra's galleys fled, Antony followed, and his forces soon surrendered. The lovers were defeated in a dramatic fashion, and they both took their own lives. Cleopatra allowed a poisonous snake to bite her and her two handmaidens. Huh? Here's says Cleopatra would ultimately become the lover of Caesar's partner, Mark Antony. They had children together as well. Over time, though, the couple and Caesar's adopted son Octavian would war against each other. Octavian was victorious in the end, and Antony and Cleopatra had to flee Egypt. Aww. Huh. My God. So Cleopatra met Mark Antony at age 13. So she was with Caesar before that. Cleopatra was just a kid, basically. Cleopatra was a kid, signed to some king. This could be Caesar that we're talking about, the emperor. And yeah, but she loved Mark Antony. So it could have been a family arrangement. Yeah. Like when you think about it, a 13-year-old signed assigned marriage to an emperor. Okay? Was Caesar nasty? Was Caesar a nasty ruler?
According to Study.com, but he was also a ruthless warrior, having slaughtered thousands in his conquests. Some scholars considered him a tyrant, citing his forceful takeover of Rome and bullying his way into power. Determining whether Julius Caesar was a good leader or a bad leader depends on the definition of good and bad leadership.
He was considered a tyrant. So you've got this little girl, basically, Cleopatra, who is assigned to a tyrant, an emperor, like an old person. Married too young. Family married them off for prestige, no doubt. In those days, that's what it was. Prestige. So this emperor is a tyrant. Considered to be a tyrant depending on who it is. He might have been a good leader, I don't know. But the family, this is a family arrangement or something like that. So, yeah, she fell in love with, who knows when she married Caesar. I don't know. But obviously she wasn't in love with Caesar. So Caesar may have, like, poisoned her. She may have poisoned herself to escape the wrath of Caesar because she fell in love with Mark Antony. Now she's just little. You know what I mean? So it's almost like in this lifetime. I mean, the two of them committed suicide. One by a fatal wound, a self-inflicted wound. Mark Antony stabbed himself, or they would have been killed by Caesar anyway. You know what I'm saying? Look at, and this, he was a tyrant, like accusing Cleopatra of being a tease or being a heartbreaker, breaking Caesar's heart by falling in love with Mark Antony. But I mean, Cleopatra was only 13 years old, 14 years old. I mean, she was in an arranged marriage with a frickin' tyrant, man. So this is replaying out in this lifetime. It is. Poison. A deadly poison. Yeah. A lethal blow. That's how Mark Antony died. A lethal self-inflicted wound. Like killed himself, stabbed himself by his own sword. Rather than have Caesar do it for him. He did it. And same with Cleopatra. Let a poisonous snake bite her so that she would die with her handmaidens. Okay. This is touching on something. So it's almost like, yeah, it was an arranged marriage. The family, by the family, arranged this marriage. there's the poison. So then this tyrant starts harassing Cleopatra, accusing Cleopatra of being a heartbreaker, probably an infidel. Um, she's fully clothed. Handmaidens took the poison. Cleopatra and her two handmaidens drank, let this snake, poisonous snake, bite them so that they would cross over and she would have her handmaidens with her and her cats dressed in gold. It's a sad story, really. We're hearing about the history of the handmaidens and Cleopatra and Mark Antony's demise. She loved Mark Antony. Mark Antony loved her. So they had to be exiled, no doubt, or be killed. They ended up, it would have been a very painful death to Mark Antony had he not done himself in. And same with Cleopatra. Why we're getting this lesson, some of you have connections to Egypt. Some of you, that's why in maybe these times, you're here to change the minds of people. Why should someone have to be in an arranged marriage? Why can't they be free to choose who they want to choose to love? Why does somebody have to tell you who to love and who not to love? So maybe Cleopatra's spirit and Mark Antony's spirit has been reincarnated back on this earth to change the mindsets of the people. This was an injustice. Mark Antony was a warrior. Who is Mark Antony?
According to Wikipedia, Marco Antonio Muniz, known for...
No, I didn't ask. Who is Mark Antony?
According to Wikipedia, Marco Antonio...
No. It's misinterpreting me. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Who was Mark Antony?
According to Britannica, Mark Antony was a Roman general under Julius Caesar and later triumvir who ruled Rome's eastern provinces, 43 to 30 BCE. He was the lover of Cleopatra, Queen of Egypt, and was defeated by Octavian, the future Emperor Augustus, in the last of the civil wars that destroyed the Roman Republic.
Whoa. How old was Cleopatra when she married Caesar? I can't find it. Anyway, she was very young, and her family had arranged for her to be married. She later married Mark Antony. It's almost as if this is saying that in this world, some of you are descendants or are the reincarnations of Cleopatra and Mark Antony. being brought to change the mindsets of people, the way that they think, this tyranny as well. Maybe some of you are like Caesar coming back. I don't know. Some of you have love stories that go back to Egypt. Cleopatra is obviously very, very regal. She's a little dangerous, but she intimidated her prey. So people were making stories up about Cleopatra. Maybe I'm channeling Cleopatra for all I know. It's like there was unfairness done to Cleopatra, and she was with a tyrant and had to, um, if like I said, if a toe was showing or something like that, she was called, promiscuous, or called a harlot, or called certain names. But in those days, I mean, I gotta be honest with you, if my mom and dad, set me up to marry somebody who is like old, I would have an issue too. I mean, Mark Antony was youthful and was young and was not a tyrant. He was a prestigious general. You know what I mean? I'm sure they were flirting and stuff like that, and there was rumor mongering going on and the whole stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know the full story of it, but it's certainly coming through. So it's going to resonate with you guys somehow. It's to change the mindsets of people. So obviously you have a lot of regal intelligence, a lot of, you're here to bring justice. You're here on a mission to bring justice. It would really be amazing if some of you were the incarnations of Cleopatra and Mark Antony. And the same crap is going on. Rumor mongering. Breaking people up. They're not meant. They should not be together. They should not be in this relationship because this person is too beautiful. They're going to be a heartbreaker. They are going to end up betraying you. Maybe it's replaying again. I don't know, guys. It's here for a reason. Or I wouldn't be saying, why did I even get on the topic of Marquette? Oh, because of the connection to Egypt. So definitely a lot of you people have connections to Egypt, and even if you weren't Cleopatra or weren't Mark Antony, it could have been similar situations, I love stories like that. Why can't people just love who they want to love? And didn't it say that Caesar's son Octavius may have tried to overtake Mark Antony's position? That's a stepson or a stepchild in the midst there. Definitely have royal bloodlines, guys. And you're here to change the mindsets of people. Because you may have had a lot of injustices that were served in a prior lifetime. Such as that one. Past life. People were jealous then and they're jealous now. This is defeating, trying to defeat the Cleopatra in this lifetime, or defeat Mark Antony, or both in this lifetime, or similar situations, similarities to Egypt.